following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
And we're going again.
Okay. You seem pretty relaxed for someone in a cell.
Crack one eye open and just look at you.
Are we speaking to him in Chinese, so the guards don't actually know what this conversation is about?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, do you have any idea why a man named Han asked me to get you out of the cell immediately?
He just smirks. Lying on the bed.
You know, I can't help you if you don't talk to me.
Uncrosses his ankles, swings his leg over a bit, stands up just like swaggering teenage little fuck. Like a real Ramon. Like swaggers over. And he's just like, you better do what you're told, Grylo.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I mean, you better just do what you're told. You're hung. You don't want to cross him. You know who he is.
I have no idea, actually.
Yeah. I wish steer dragons. You better do what you're told, huh?
Do you mind telling me what happened?
Nothing. Just a stupid nurse woman go crazy. Should've
Were you
known her
taking
place.
anything?
No, they got plenty. They don't miss it.
Which clinic?
I don't know, some stupid American name.
Boston, Houston,
No, that's the one.
London. Houston?
Mm-hmm.
When?
I don't know, a couple of days ago.
Why did you pick the most secure clinic?
Most secure, unsecure. The important thing is they had lots of stuff, and they don't miss anything.
Well, see what I can do, I suppose. Enjoy your stay.
You better work fast, Western man. I'm an important guy. I got a lot of stuff to do.
Alright.
You leave the unhelpful
leave.
prisoners' vicinity.
Fucking dipshit, man.
So that
Jesus.
is the idea.
Okay, I'm gonna go find Major Dozovic there.
Okay. Major Dozovic is in the performance center playing ping pong with another soldier.
Ping pong's like a top tier sport.
Yeah, but he's losing.
Oh. Unfortunate.
Now I have this great idea
oh.
about how we could stop wars just by choosing a champion from opposing nations and getting them to play ping pong.
Doesn't China just win every war in that case? Aren't they like the best at ping pong?
Hey, you haven't seen Korea.
Right.
Like South Korean ping pong, but they're super league good.
Well, no, obviously not North Korea. You probably need food in order to be good at ping pong. Probably can't sustain your ping pong career off eating dragonflies and bark.
Look. They have to make certain sacrifices to ensure their leader remains immortal, invincible, indestructible, like the late Kim Jong-il.
Yeah. Have you seen the North Korean? There's a book. It's like it's a North Korean book. It's like the Guide to Edible Grasses. Like which grasses you can eat in the winter.
That's gotta be a gag, right?
That's a real thing. I think it's like it's one of those books you're not allowed to get caught with. Yeah. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Meanwhile, Trump is the biggest monster in the world.
Oh yeah. I wasn't joking about the dragonfly thing, by the way. Like, I was watching an interview with
No, I know you're not.
an escapee of North Korea, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Alright. I mean, I'll wait for the major to finish up. I'm not just gonna interrupt.
I was just about to make a good comeback, but I got important Drake matters to deal with. Sure, Major, sure. Uh-huh. Let me just put the paddles back. Oh, yeah, good girl. Mm-hmm. It looks like you just saved him from his big comeback, Mr. Drake. Sorry, Lance Corporal.
Yeah, such a shame. Sorry about that.
That's why you gotta go easy on the women. I know they let him in the army, but yeah, you gotta go easy on him. Otherwise you look like a real loser. Ooh. Can we sit down?
Yeah, of course. There's something to talk to you about.
Good.
So, the measures put in place have stopped, well, the violence happening at the London clinic, but there's still a lot of thefts. And, been to the Margate clinic?
Yep. Are you kidding? They've got the
Yeah.
best stocked bar in all of China.
Yeah, so I was...
It's not so much a clinic as it is a clinic and also officers' club.
So they have,
They have a
extra
nightly
security.
poker game there. You should join.
That's interesting.
Unless you're really good at poker, then, maybe don't.
Yeah, maybe not then.
Mm.
Well, poker theory has evolved in recent years, and it's based on what cards you have and the cards in the flop. You can perform mathematical equations to work out what outs you have. And then if you go by old school poker, where you try to... Old school poker is more about figuring out what your opponent has. You use both. You tend to win.
Shit, I just try and read people's faces.
Yeah. Sometimes it's good enough. But no,
Anyway.
so they, so you must have noticed they have, local security, as it were.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to get something similar arranged for the London clinic. And, of course, they want something.
Sneaky yellow
Yeah.
devils.
Now what they want is... There's a kid locked up that was, trying to steal from one of the clinics. They want me to get him out.
What? And if we do that, they'll arrange a protection for the clinic.
Yeah,
That seems cheap.
that's what I thought as well. Why I thought it would be better to run it by you than, since that seemed like the easiest method of getting something done.
So they'll set up... So this is the deal. They'll set up some protection for the clinic. And all we have to do is let one petty crook go. That's honestly it.
The thing is,
With your memory check, you will know that that's actually just the get to the table
Yes.
price.
yeah. No, that's the get to the discussion price.
Huh. I think it's a bad idea.
Okay.
I mean, we have no guarantee that they're going to do anything for it, and just let a little crook go. He's just going to learn that that's okay and get away with anything. Because you also haven't rolled any kind of persuasion, so...
20. Not natural.
I think it's a great idea.
Well, yeah, so
Look, you
When I
haven't
was talking
steered
to
us
them-
wrong yet.
they said they planned to... Our punishment wasn't enough. This is what they told me. Being able to sit in a cell and having free food is not adequate education. So, it's less that he won't learn from it. And he does seem to be with them, as it were. So, I think he's just a kid that didn't know that wasn't what the Steel Dragons were doing, as it were.
Realistically, this is more likely an exercise in getting the powerful foreign body to do something you want, and it doesn't matter what that thing is. The important thing is to demonstrate that to others that they are going to do a thing that you want. I've seen this before. Look, honestly, he's just a little petty thief. I don't see a problem if you think there's a potential we could gain out of it. Frankly, we're
do
losing
think
so
there's a
much in thefts, I can probably easily just sweep this under the rug without too many people noticing.
It would be good. As, of course, I'm going to, when anything else comes up, make a decision then, rather than fall into sunk costs, so...
So, anyway, you toddle on back to town. I'll arrange for this man's paperwork to disappear.
Thank you, Major. Leave you to your game.
Ready for your comeback, Major? Oh, I got important army things to do. You'll have to play with yourself again.
Okay, then. We'll head back to the bar.
It's going to take you a while to get out of the base because it's a big queue.
Yeah.
So you'll be there to witness a guard escort this little shit to the gates and then turn around and say like, I see you can't keep me at all. It's so great and you're so weak and American and Western and your ideals are bad and your religion is false. Guard's just like,
Is he saying?
he's saying it
Is
in
he saying
Mandarin
this
so
in
they can.
English?
And he's like,
Ah,
yeah,
right.
jibba jabba jabba. Let's get the fuck out of here. Swagger, like straight leg swagger strut, hands like hooked into his, thumbs hooked into his belt on the side, shoulders going side to side, head tilted up, arrogant, cocky swagger off down the hill.
I'll call out to him, actually.
He ignores you
Do you mind
completely.
walking back? Ah, okay. Alright, that's fine then. I'll just make my way on my own, that is fine.
Eventually you get back to the bar.
Yep. Side. There's lots of people.
Yep.
Is the way they're looking at me any different, or is it just like,
No.
they're just staring? Okay. Alright. I'll head up to the bar.
Wow. A pretty quick Western man.
All things considered.
You have a
Results
hard
oriented.
time? It's not very hard.
I know some people.
Well, okay. So, you do your part, I do mine. Now, what you want to go to do is their school, Kakyoin. Okay? You go to there, and you ask for a woman named Kao Zhu. You say Han sent you. And you say that you have done what Han asked.
I'm going to remember all this information so that when I personally forget the exact wording, it will be fine.
That's another reason I don't like eidetic memory.
Yeah, that's fair.
See, I sent a thing on everyone, like, it was a video from Bacon Guy. Now, his video was about, like, how to work with the law, but principally I wanted people to pay attention to how to conduct an investigation. So I think a lot of people with the audio notes, they don't make notes, and so they forget things. And they, therefore, might not necessarily be able to conduct the investigation properly. But eidetic memory is also a crutch like that, where they're just like, I'll remember that. And it's like,
Yeah,
you're not really thinking about the investigation as much, are you? But we'll see. But okay, yeah, you remember that. Off you go.
Yeah. Get there.
So it looks like a martial arts school. There's a bunch of students doing what their instructor does, like, a little bit afterwards. You know how it goes.
Yep.
Lots of and things like that.
I mean, I'll look for someone that isn't busy, right? Like,
Okay, well, there's some people sweeping up. That's less busy.
so like, because there are the people that are like actively training, right? There's active training happening,
Mm-hmm.
and there are some people cleaning. But is there anyone in between that scale?
No.
No.
Well, I
okay.
suppose instructors are doing less.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to disrupt instructors while they're instructing.
Well, I mean, I was hoping I could trick you into that.
I'll talk to one of the people that are sweeping. And
Mm-hmm. Says the old man.
excuse me. I'm looking for Kao Zhu.
He beckons you, and the old man limps and hobbles his way off. You have no trouble keeping up because, for once, you found someone who walks slower than you.
Yeah.
He'll take you around back where there is a woman, and she is appears to be sorting little and stacking up little clay tiles. You look up as the Moroccan old man draws you closer.
Yeah. I'll walk up to where she is and like extend my hand.
She'll look at it coldly and do a micrometal bow.
Thomas Drake.
Mm.
I've been sent here by Han. I did a job for him.
So, yes. Follow. She will leave the school.
Okay. For her?
After a while, you arrive at Dao. Another bar.
Oh, yep.
This time she'll go around back and open up a basement access and head downstairs.
Noise.
No.
There's two
What could
like
possibly go wrong?
there's two like very well armed steel dragons. Beside each door, they see her coming. They bow and open the door for her. Go inside. Inside is a very well lit, nicely wood panelled room. It's a large open square space with a desk beyond where a man is sitting. There's a number of tufts around the place. There's two doors leading on the far wall, on either side of the far wall, leading somewhere.
Yeah.
She goes around behind the desk and stands off to the right of the man behind the desk, who is a distinguished older middle-aged man with a bit of grey creeping into his hair.
Yep.
He has dark round glasses and a traditional Chinese vestment. He looks up at you as you stand there and says, "So, you come to ask. You want me to provide the protection for your unfortunate clinic."
Yes.
What do you offer in exchange for this?
There are a number of things I could offer. What exactly do you need?
Traditionally, money or medicines to sell. But first, I see the negotiator in you. First, you will do me a personal service, and then we will talk specific details. This is acceptable. He says it like a statement.
Certainly.
One of the doors open. He makes like a tiny gesture with his hand. One of the doors open. A couple of big steel dragons walk in, and they walk in with Kaldin.
Ah.
Like
holding him?
No, just on either side.
Yeah.
Kaldin like swaggers into the room. He sees you there. He sees his father. He's like, swaggers around you, sort of measures you up and down. He's like, his father makes it like a teeny weeny little movement with one finger, and one of the big guys just like slams his giant ham-sized fist into the kid's stomach, like maximum power. Kid like doubles up and falls to the ground, choking and rolling around for a bit, like few minutes. Gets up and he's like, "Oh, what is the meaning of this?" Guy makes another little gesture. The other big guy like does it again.
Yep.
And he's like, the middle-aged man says, "Foreigner, this boy has dishonored his family and the organization with his impetuous, reckless behavior, and he must pay for that. Do you understand?"
I understand.
A long time ago, I was such an impetuous youth. And my uncle, he had every right to kill me, but he did not. Instead, he taught me the value of a disciplined mind. I wish, as your personal favor to me, that you grant him such a lesson. You are to destroy him, but you are not to kill him. Understand?
I understand.
Begin. Father, what, you can't do this, please. Like, this is pretty much unopposed. You're just gonna wail on a helpless child. Well, teenage boy.
Yeah, that's basically it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Thomas is kind of going to do this in the most demoralizing way possible.
Okay.
We're like,
Good thing you
because
don't have
he
any
is
moral compasses, Mr. Hero.
Yeah.
I feel that this
Yeah,
is probably the last safe point in your journey to make this kind of thing happen. So.
Yeah, I think so too. And what I mean by that is just like, well, he's crippled, right? So like, it would be very embarrassing. And so like, he will give him opportunities to get back up, and to like make actions and then deny them. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
yeah.
This is a supposed to win fight, so I feel I don't need to make any rolls, but I'm going to make like a generalized one to see if like he roll. Oh, that's actually really good. Okay, yeah, give me a generalized combat roll. Using
Just a dice roll. Oh,
yeah, using your fighting stat.
18.
Yeah, that does one. Okay, so basically you're just going to like punish him, and then you're going to let him stand up, and you're going to dodge or like parry whatever he does, and just like punch him. Are you using your cane? Cool.
Yeah, the cane though, not the sword part. Just like it's like it's also like a learning exercise in a sense too, where like he's always going to underestimate Thomas, right? Because
Well,
I've
not rolled well enough for him to learn that.
Yeah.
So
Right.
just a
So
cripple.
he's just gonna like, yeah. So he's just gonna like sweep him. He's gonna move in ways he doesn't expect. He's gonna like fake being more unsteady than he is. Like just over and over and over again.
Okay. In that case, make a deception check to assist with these.
29.
So this takes about like half an hour to actually like beat this guy down, because you're basically just baiting him in and then punishing him for being an idiot.
Yeah.
Eventually, he is basically like barely conscious on the ground, and there's like nothing left in him to fight. And so the woman, obviously the mother at this point, it's pretty obvious that it's able to move around, pull out a small knife and cut his eye out. There's a lot of screaming, and the old man's like, good. Now he will learn that the foolishness of the past is gone. I can tell this is distasteful to you, foreign man.
It is not my way, certainly.
And yet you do it because I ask. This shows you have respect for the ways of others. Or shows at least that you want something badly enough to put that aside. Too many Western people find it unable to do the things that are needed. This boy understands only pride. So, this is his punishment. He is no good to me dead, and he is no good to me without his lesson. And you are a crippled man who carries a sword. So, the perfect lesson is learned. Now we will talk. A couple of serving girls bring out like a little seat and some drink. We will discuss your protection for clinic and what it will cost. Now, I cannot ask for advanced American technology or other things that would make life very easy. No guns. This has been made clear. But you are already losing an amount of medicines to black market. I wish to feed that black market, but currently too much being taken by foolish others. The oversaturate market cannot always find buyers for certain things. Therefore, I propose that in exchange for protection, Steel Dragon receive a smaller, much smaller amount. Feed black market, but a smaller amount. Prices higher. Stop petty hoarding, status symbol buying, for a more prosperous clinic. Perhaps even supply our own when needed. Now, what do you say to this potential?